Welcome to Operation Ice Pick. This has been a night. It's been a couple of weeks. It feels like it's been like 6 months since the last time we streamed, but we are on. And I apologize for all the issues. OBS decided to be a pain in the ass, and we had to do some fixing. But we are live now, and everything seems to be working. Can everybody hear me okay out there?
Also, Wes says we. Meanwhile, we just...
You all just sit there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
tell
it's
great
me.
stories.
Okay, cool. Now, so there we go. So last time we got together, the group split up. They're in Sydney. We had Agent Nielsen and... Oh, wait. I should introduce everybody. See, this has fucked me up all the way. All right, so... We have some wonderful players with us. I'll remember what the fuck my job is at some point. Let's meet these wonderful players. Let's start with Michelle.
Hey, I'm Michelle, and I am here playing Agent Marsh, aka Alma Cortez, aka conspiracy theorist. Boy, I can't even say the word theorist, and all sorts of stuff. So, hi.
Agent Gilmore, Chrissy.
Hi, I'm Chrissy in color. I am playing Agent Gilmore and the lovable little ditzy stoner. And yeah, can't wait to get back into this.
Candace.
Hello, everybody. I'm Candace, also known as Candace Magnificent. My pronouns are they, she. My character, Agent Maya Nilsson's pronouns are she, they. And she's the agent that is all business as pleasure. That's me.
Janine.
Hi, I'm Janine, also known as Blips and Shits on the internet, which almost became not an internet since the last time we played. And I will be playing Agent Clemson, also known as Archer Lee Clemson. I mean, Charlie Lee Archer, Jesus. Yeah, he's just a deadbeat father trying to prove that he's not. And, survive this mission.
Yeah, and aren't you trying to like buy kangaroo pelts or something for your daughter? You bought her a Switch.
Yeah.
And all this
a
other
Switch,
stuff.
Another kangaroo pelt, and yeah.
Right.
Trying to buy her love as a general sweeping concept of what's in the cart. My daughter's love.
Yes. And you missed her birthday again. And
it wasn't my fault.
Let's go to the recap then. This is a good spot for that. You all had to go out to Sydney to check out another crime scene. A rich man who had collected a lot of occult items was killed in his apartment, and some steel, or at least some strange metal, was stolen from his apartment. There was a bunch of markings that were just kind of odd, weird looking things. And he had pictures of them. They were obviously gone from the apartment, and the apartment was frozen. You guys went to find out, if you could find one of these particular pieces at a local museum. And you also wanted to check out a museum and a lead in Tasmania, which you decided to split up. Now, Nielsen and Marsh went together, and Bill and Ted went down to Tasmania. So,
correct.
Yeah, it was a good pairing. Let's just say that. It was a good pairing. So, Gilmore.
Oh my God.
What?
That's Mulder and Scully and Bill and Ted.
Basically, Mulder and Scully and Bill and Ted. Absolutely. Wow. I wish I had thought of that. Yeah.
I love it.
Not only did we split the party, we split it in the most chaotic way possible. And I love that for us.
Right. I know what I'm commissioning for this art piece.
Right. So Gilmore and Clem went down to Tasmania and found this huge mural with this weird looking creature on it that Gilmore had a vision about. And they were talking to the curator, and they were going over like the history and all of that stuff. Meanwhile, at the Sydney Museum, Agent Nielsen had taken one of these metal strange plates out of its case and was trying to read it. And then suddenly both of them, Marsh and Nielsen, started hearing this strange sound, this yell for help that was coming from a art box, a painting box, basically. They went over, they opened it. The guy that was helping them out came back, and they found a painting that was yelling at them to help him. It was a merchant. It looked like a Renaissance painting, and that's where we had ended it. So that is where we're going to pick it up. Now, as usual, tonight we have our envelopes of fate. So this is envelope, there we go. 4 to 6, and this is envelope 1 to 3. One of these is really awesome for the players. One of them is really terrible. So if we hit $50 in tips, we will unlock one of these. It will be random. So either something good or something bad. I did this a few hours ago, so I don't remember which one is what. And I think Bowman just hit the 50. So
No.
I wrote
Bowman,
these
thank
today,
you, Bowman.
and I still
Wisely.
forgot.
thank you.
Relatable content.
So
Jeez.
was it Bowman? I can't, because my thing fucked up. I don't know who did that. So
It is indeed Bowman.
okay. So good. Unfortunately, everything screwed up. I was just going as fast as I could so that we could get on. Bowman, do me a favor. Roll a 6-sided die and tell me what you get. Bwahaha.
Honestly, leaving our fate in the hands of Bowman.
Yep. Thank you so much for the tip, by the way. We really appreciate
Absolutely.
it. A 6. Okay, let's see.
I also rolled a 6. We're in sync. This means it's gonna be good, right? Oh fuck.
Can you read it?
Oh no!
Damn it, no!
Why? What inspired you to write that? I need to know.
We are going to die, is what we're gonna do.
What inspired
Yes, I
me?
thought you liked us.
Oh,
That
I
is
like
a
all of you.
harsh
You're incredibly good
consequence.
friends of mine, but I'm also
Are you sure
an
about that?
impartial GM.
I'm,
Here,
I'm,
do you wanna
I'm
see what the
starting,
good
I'm
thing
starting to
was?
doubt it.
Do you want to see what
Yes.
the good thing was?
Okay.
Well, that
Well-
wouldn't have helped me. I'm high on resolve right now.
Yeah, but you
Yeah,
would have
I'm
gotten
fine.
the extra 20 points on top of that.
Wes,
So-
why are you trying to sweeten the pot? I could
All
have just
right.
not
I don't
been
know if
upset.
those are equivalent. I feel like I just got like pushed off a cliff and had my parachutes like cut off of me. Like, good luck,
You're not
losers.
wrong. You're not
Yes, it's
wrong.
hand to hand or hand to tentacle from now on.
Listen, we need to
Linking
find
arms.
bludgeoning things because I'm pretty sure if we touch them, it's going to freeze our extremities off.
Luckily, we're not in Johnson City. All right. So,
Blow torch.
Blow? Huh? Okay. What?
I got Candace pretty good. All right.
Damn it.
So let us start
luck,
with with Marshall and Nielsen. So this canvas is vibrating with sound, and suddenly you notice that the paint, which is still wet for some reason, starts to come out of the painting towards you at a very fast rate and starts to try to grab onto you. Okay? So the thing that I need is a dodge roll from both of you.
Alrighty.
And another
Um,
dodge roll.
now-
And another dodge roll.
I still had a plus 20 from the last game. Is that still in effect?
Nope.
Damn it.
Screw you, man. Okay.
Oh, the couch is going to be good tonight.
That's a 45 under 60.
Oh, nice.
It's a 56 over my 50.
Oh, no. All right. So, Marsh, you back up real quick. Nielsen, you jump out of the way, and this huge amount of paint envelops Marsh and then pulls her into the painting.
Can I even try to brace against the frame or anything?
No, it grabbed you and sucked you. And I think you're muted, Candace.
Can I grab, like, can I try to, like, roll, like, reflex, some kind of reflex to, like grab
try
the
to
back
grab
of her
onto her.
trousers or her blazer or whatever she's wearing?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Let's see what. Let's go with a straight up dexterity roll. See if you can grapple her and try to keep her from getting pulled in.
46 under 50.
So you grab her, and she's covered in paint, and it's on your arm, and you feel it starting to try to seep into your arm, and it's crawling up towards, like, trying to get you. To pull her free, I need you to make a strength check.
Hey, that's not good. 64 over 40.
So you're pulling on her, but this thing's pulling back. Marsh, is there anything you want to do while you feel Nielsen's arms around your waist, and they've got you, they're trying really hard, but you can feel just all of this paint all over your body, in your eyes. What do you want to do?
Is it just paint around me, or do I feel like a presence or a body there?
There's a presence.
Um,
And it's an asshole.
I take out a knife and start stabbing. Stabby,
Okay.
stabby McStabbinson.
Also, real quick, I want to thank Dork Lord Canada for their tip. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So you're going to try to stab the darkness. Excellent.
I mean, it feels like a body, not just an entity, right?
I'm not going to tell you that because
Well, that's what I was asking.
You're in like this like panic mode. All right, fine. It's kind of like a body.
Okay, then I will stab. Okay. Let's see. That is, sorry, is that melee weapons? Yeah.
Yeah, that's melee.
15 under my 50.
So you stab into it, and it doesn't seem to really have that much effect, but you are able to kind of hold your ground. It kind of goes through, and it's gonna try to yank you in one last time. But before we do that, we're gonna switch over to everybody else real quick. So, the side eye. So, Agent Gilmore and Agent Clem, or Bill and Ted, as I like to call them, you all are in a room. You're looking over all this documentation, and behind you, you hear 2 guns, and you hear someone say, "Put your hands up."
I put my hands up. Now I have identification for you if you need it.
Turn around.
Listen, we're just a little lost, man.
So you turn around, and it's or do you turn around?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the guy who burst into Frost back in the United States
Oh
with a
man,
couple
this
of other
fucking guy
guys.
again.
They are all carrying guns pointed at you. And
What?
Anyway, they've all got guns pointed at you. And they're like, Michelle, they're like, "Come with us."
How many of them are there?
There's 3 of them.
I have an appointment I need to get to. So like
The guy that's
can we
with you is like,
schedule?
holy shit, and is backing up. And they are going to try and shoot the guy.
Wait, what?
They're shooting the guy that's helping you out, the curator.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm gonna
You're gonna
attempt to tackle him.
Okay, so you're gonna help him dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
Let's just do a dex check then. Unstable cult
Shit.
members. Oh no.
Sorry. 33 under my 85.
Oh, okay, cool. So
Sorry,
you
just scared me.
You see this guy raise up his gun.
Doubles.
He's about to fire, and yeah, that's a double. So you're able to knock the curator out of the way, and you guys fall to the ground. This gives, I'm going to say, Gilmore an opportunity. What do you want to do, Gilmore?
I don't know. There's 3 of them. I guess can I try to tackle one of them to steal one of their guns? And question, if I manage to steal one of their guns, is that out of ammo? Or
That's
is the
what I
ones
was thinking.
I have just out of ammo?
I am going to say that if you're able to steal one of their guns, you can use their ammo for that scene.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do.
I'm not completely unfair here. Come on. So, go ahead. And what are you're going to try to run forward and tackle one of the cultists on either side.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, what?
That's like hand to hand, I believe, or let's see, melee combat. Is there brawl?
Maybe strength check also for a shove attack, which I know is not a thing.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
but, you know.
I just want to see.
There's unarmed combat.
That's it. I kind of wish that they did all the skills the same across every RPG. It would make things.
That's a no. I rolled a 78.
Okay. So you just run towards them and they get out of your way. All right. Janine, what does Clem want to do next?
I'm assuming I'm on the ground.
You are. And
I'm
they're
gonna
about to take another shot towards you.
Sweep the leg.
So you want to scramble up and try to get over to them to sweep one of their legs?
How
Okay.
far away are they?
They're at the door and you're in by the desk. There's probably about like 12 or 15 feet between the two of you.
I'm gonna get behind the desk then.
Okay.
They're out here shooting.
I'm
and pull the guy with me. Try and pull the guy with me.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. I'm going to say you're able to do that pretty easily. The one that you tried to grab Gilmore is going to try to pistol whip you and knock you out.
Shit.
Oh, wow. I rolled
Oh,
like
no.
shit.
Oh, thank
No,
God.
it's good. I rolled like an 86. Oof. So they're swinging at the wall for some reason. Let's see. The other two are going to try to subdue you as well. All right. So I critically succeeded with one of them. So you dodged the first one because I did terribly. The second one, because it's a critical, they grab onto you. And the other two are going to start walking towards where behind the desk. But you'll get a chance to act. Okay. You hear footsteps, Clem, coming towards the desk. What do you want to do?
On the front?
Yeah. You're behind the desk and the steps are coming towards you.
I'm going to vault over the desk and make a attempt to tackle and take his gun.
Okay. Now, you don't have
Deep
to
breaths.
tackle him to disarm him. If you want to try to just disarm him, you can.
I want him on the ground.
Okay, cool. I understand that. So unarmed combat, give me that.
7.
Wow, you're on fire then. All right.
Under.
Okay, so because you rolled so well, I'm going to say that, yeah, you're able to wrestle away his pistol. The other one that's standing next to him is going to try to, for some reason, they don't seem to be shooting towards you all, just at the curator. They swing at you and miss. And let's jump over to Gilmore. So you're being held. This person is holding on to you. They are very cold. They just, you feel like they're made of ice, but they're not those creatures that you've been running into.
Can I stomp on his foot?
Absolutely. I'm going to say that it's close combat, so I'm going to give you a plus 20 to your roll.
That might help me. That's an 84.
Crunch. No. You step on your own foot. All right. So, Agent Clem, you have a gun. The guy just swung at you. The guy that you stole the gun is right there. You're in close combat with everyone. What do you want to do?
I am going to, if I may, put the gun against the one that's on the floor beneath me's head and sweep the leg of the other guy.
So you want to point the gun towards one person while trying to hit the other. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. That's definitely a close combat. That's kind of a tricky move.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say that's like a negative 20 on that. For close combat. Because you're doing two things at once. You're aiming at someone while you're trying to do like a sweeping move. He's already prone. So it's going to take him time to get up anyway.
I'll just pull my knife and...
Well, you have the gun in your hand. It's ready to go.
Yeah, I'm going to go for this guy's, the one that's standing. Go for his
Okay.
ankle.
All right. Go ahead and give me your roll.
Slice it out from under him. Is it
Okay.
still a negative 20 if I'm only focusing
No, if
on
you're
one of
only
them?
focusing on one person, no.
Doesn't matter. 92.
Jeez.
All right.
Well.
So you were doing well there.
And all be winners.
No. All right. So at this point, the person holding on to you, Gilmore, is going to try to basically raise up their arms and make you choke you out, black you out. But I'm going to give you an opportunity to do a strength check against their strength check to see if you can stop that from happening. She's laughing because her strength is not very.
Strength is my dog stat.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
22!
Oh, you're so lucky. Because it's a critical success, I rolled a 12, which is technically better, but you critically succeeded. So it goes to you.
Ha! Ha! Can I like force him off of me?
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. Then as he's going to choke me, I'm gonna like manage to square my arms down and push him off.
Okay, cool. So let's switch back over real quick to Marsh and Nielsen.
Everything's totally fine.
It's all normal. Nothing is wrong.
You know, you're becoming one with the art, and art imitates life, and life imitates art.
That's it. It doesn't have to be complicated.
That's it.
Feel
That's the tweet.
free to just streamline
Yeah.
it, Wes. We just move right on.
Turpentine.
That.
It's all about the turpentine. Sorry about the coughing. So you have all of this oil bursting out towards you. What you need to do is you've caught Marsh and kept her from being thrown into the painting. You feel like the oil is trying to seep into your skin. It's getting down into your pores and trying to break through. And you're having trouble holding on to Marsh. To break away from it all, I need a strength check from both of you to free yourself.
Oh, my dump stat? Cool.
What'd you get?
I got a 15.
I got a 6.
Yeah!
That's awesome.
Fuck that painting.
High five. High five.
All right.
Nobody appreciates your art.
Go away.
Okay, so you're able to pull away, and suddenly you fall on the ground, and you see the guy that was helping you out, and he is getting drug into the painting. And then suddenly, Agent Nielsen, you feel a light tap on your face, and it's Marsh standing above you. And she's like, wake up, you fell asleep.
Fuck, what? Where are we in the archives?
You're about a foot away from the metal piece. The thing has been shut. You have a killer headache and some blood coming out of your nose and one eye. And you passed out, and Marsh has been trying to wake you up for the last 15 minutes.
Hey, so totally good. All part of the job. I mean, should I get back to reading, or
No.
there's a painting in here, and it's magical. What am I saying? Do you have any coffee?
Even Marsh is like,
I've got some Tylenol.
Yes.
And I'm sure the museum's got a coffee shop.
You
Yes.
feel like your
Cafe.
face is sunburned a little bit.
Can we check something real quick? Do you want to come with me to just look at something real quick in here?
Sure thing.
Yeah. And I kind of
You
stand
sure you're
up.
okay?
I stand up slowly, but you can see I'm leaning on the desk in front of me. I'm not fine.
I'll pull out some tissues for her nose.
Yeah. It's real dry in here. That stuff happens, it gets very
Yeah,
dry.
that's
and,
why your nose is bleeding, right?
Yeah.
Not because
It's
you were
fine, just-
reading some freaky tablet and passed out.
It's cool. I need to make sense of this because I might be going crazy. So I'm gonna go over here if you can just come with me. And I want to go look where
Sure.
I remember the painting being in my vision.
A vision.
Well, when I say a vision, I don't mean like a vision or anything. I mean like your eyes, what you see. I saw something, wasn't real, but if I go look where I think this thing is, if it's there, maybe I know it's real. I just, it's that weird new agey crap that you believe in. It's
Right. Okay.
yeah. So let's just go over here real quick. And
This has
you
nothing
can
to
see
do
I'm
with
being
the fact that you're staring at something that they said weird stuff happened.
I mean, maybe let's just see if the painting is there, and then we can talk about
All right,
how
all
big of an
right.
idiot I am. It's fine. It's cool. It's fine.
All right.
Totally okay. I mean, I've trained for this for how many years? Not this specific incident, perhaps, but I'm gonna keep it together. I'm gonna go look at some stuff, and it's gonna disprove all of the nonsense in my head. It's fine.
Sure.
So,
That's
I
fine.
want to go around to where I think this painting, where I remember the painting being.
Okay. So yeah, you get over there. There's a bunch of painting, like the wood frames that, or that keep all the paintings safe. And there's a row of them, and you go right to the one that you remember pulling out with with Marsh's help. And you pull out the painting and you open it up, and it's a beautiful oil, looks like a nautical themed painting that's no people in it. Can I get a resolve roll for you, Agent Nielsen?
Yes.
The ship's not moving.
No.
I got a 14.
So you're fine.
I'm fine. But I'm still I'm feeling away. I'm not gonna lie to you about it. I'm feeling away.
Are you
Can I
sailing
touch it?
away?
No. I mean, I wish right now I'm man, one of those joints that fucking Agent Gilmore goes on about would be really great right now, but unfortunately you're not cool enough to have that. So can I touch it? Does it
Yeah,
Do
you
I
can touch
feel
it.
anything when I touch it? Like, do I feel any kind of like vibes or anything coming off it?
I guess you probably you touch it apprehensively, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And no, you're just touching a masterpiece of art that's a few hundred years old, but nothing else.
And there's no signs or symbols or anything written on it.
Nope.
Nothing. Yeah, I don't know. I think that metal is toxic. It's probably got like lead in it or something, or lots of mercury, and
Some fucked
it
up
makes you
lead.
crazy. It's all it's that they warn us about it all the time. The fumes, you know what I mean, coming off of noble gases. So that's probably what it is.
Whatever makes you feel better, hun. Let's go to the cafe.
Yeah, that coffee.
I
And I'm
promise
just
there's
kind of
no
like-
hallucinogens in the coffee.
I get real quiet after that. Like we go to the cafe and I'm just kind of like staring ahead, going over and over and over again what I saw in my mind to try to like see if there's anything that stuck out that can like prove that it was real, because it felt pretty real. And
Oh, it felt very real.
yeah, so I'm not okay. I am a changed person.
Okay. So you sit down at one of the 5 Starbucks in this museum, and you just kind of calm down a little bit, and you, Nielsen, start to feel really queasy, sick to the stomach, and you get an urge to look at least at the minimum the picture of the metal object, and you feel your face is just really warm. It's you feel like you have a really high fever.
Does she look visibly different?
She does. She looks or they look very I guess like they're there and they're not there. Though Nielsen's having a conversation with you, you feel like part of her's missing.
Okay.
Like she's kind of on autopilot almost.
As I start to feel my face heat up, it kind of snaps me back for a second. And I kind of look at you, Marsh, and I'm like, hey, am I running a fever? I think, I probably got influenza. I've been vaccinated, but also maybe, could you just touch me real quick, just fast?
Give me a
big deal.
second. I reach in my bag. Of course, I have a thermometer. Run it across her forehead.
It comes up as no temperature at all.
Let me check the batteries on this.
So while you're checking the batteries, let's switch over to Nielsen again. Nielsen, you wake up in a large chamber. It is very dark. There are all of these tables around you. A few feet away is a creature that looks like a cone with 3 stalks on the top of it, and one is an eyeball, one is a claw, and then other appendage. And there is another one of these things behind you. You can feel it just around. And you're in a weird looking chair, and they both start coming towards you, and then suddenly you wake up in the coffee shop.
I imagine like when I snap to, I'm like, hey, wait a minute. Marsh, you gave me Tylenol, you said? You sure it's
Yeah, it's just Tylenol, hun.
all right, listen, we've never been close, and I respect you, but until maybe right now, I didn't understand you. I admit it is me that trolls you online, Skeptical 1988. I'm sorry.
I knew it. I knew it.
I
knew it.
apologize. That was childish. I should have just come to you about it. So I'm gonna try to do that now. I am unwell. I really want to look at that. Really want to look at that plate again, real bad. And as you know, I'm not the type to have any kind of issues with my focus. I
Right.
pride myself on being, I've been called rigid and inflexible. I can't think of better adjectives. And right now, I'm feeling like a slinky.
So not your usual stick up the ass self.
Listen, I mean, that's how you stay, alive in this industry. You need to make sure that you got all your, I's dotted and your T's crossed. So listen, whatever. Anyway, throw that out the window. Right now, I'm having, so there were cones and they had some
They
branches.
they looked like they were cone shaped, but the skin on the outside was this like really almost looked like a lots of like bumpy alligator skin almost, and they were. I'm going to use the word moist because anytime you can use the word moist, it glistened, and it had this one like 3 stalks. One was a hand, or one was a claw, one was an eyeball, and then a third like tentacle weird thing coming out of the top of it. And they were probably 8-9 feet tall.
So I relay all of this to you, Agent Marsh, and it's hard for me to get through because I keep just going, this does not, like, I'm saying it, but I'm like, this does not make any sense. This is some nonsense. I am clearly high on something. Maybe, you know, it's secondhand smoke of some kind. We're in Australia. Anything can happen here. I'm not sure. But, like, something's wrong with me. And this is what I saw. And I keep going back and forth between weird shit. I tell her about the painting. Like, I give you a full download, down to, like, even telling you how I'm feeling in my body right now. I thought I was doing my job. But I'm now realizing I might have fucked up. There, I said it. I
know you're not feeling well now. I know you're not feeling well.
A little bit. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You want to try to do some... Well, I don't know if a cult would be really... Like, to try to figure out what the creature was she saw?
Yeah. Like, is it something in my time with Delta Green I would know or have heard anything about?
Probably not.
Okay.
But I will say, if you want to see if you can... Do you have psychology at all?
I don't think I do.
Everybody's got 10.
I have 10%.
Okay. So I'm going to say that you can tell that Nielsen is very upset by all of this. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to help level her out with this, and it's up to you. I mean, she's been trolling you online. But if you want to, you can try and help her out a little bit, and bring her back to kind of a more normal place. But before you do that, I feel we should jump back over to Gilmore and Clem. All right. So you guys had been caught and drug out of there, and you were tied up, correct? Am I remembering this right? You were both tied up, and you're at gunpoint.
I think you're jumping the gun on
No.
being tied
Yeah.
up. I had not been subdued.
I just pushed the dude's hand away
Wait a
from
minute.
me.
I have a
thought it
gun
was-
that has ammo.
I'm sorry. I must have made a mistake.
Something about that felt
Mhm.
intentional.
I was like, uh-huh.
All right. So I think we were in a situation where Gilmore had pushed away her assailant, and Clemson has a gun and was trying to knock the other one to the ground, correct? Okay.
I
And
failed at slicing the Achilles.
you swung, but you missed, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So let's start with that guy. He is not happy because he likes his Achilles. It's his favorite Greek character. And so he's going to try to hit you in the head. For some reason, like I said, they are not firing. Now, I believe you have the guy on the ground's gun. This guy still has his. All right. Wes is rolling like absolute dog shit. That was a 98.
Choose different dice, but also
no.
yes.
Do you really want me to switch dice?
I mean, go for it. Mix it up, spice it
Why
up.
did you give him the idea? Oh no.
There we go. New dice. All right.
You don't get to roll again.
So
Ha!
swings at you and misses. I'm going to let you return the favor. What do you want to do now? You want to try the same move, or do you want to try to kick him in the knees or something? Or
I'm gonna go for the sack.
you're going to go for the sack?
Oh wait, no. Yeah, Clemson would go for the sack. Fuck
Yeah.
it. In this situation,
A sack attack?
sack attack.
All right.
Woo! And that is a matching 42.
Ooh, nice. So you, I'm going to give him a chance because this is not a, I'm going to give him a chance to dodge. Oh, and that's a 14. Gets out of your way.
I'm gonna shoot him.
In the next go around. Let's go back to Gilmore real quick. What do you want to do?
Since I just got out, can I like to think I'm still kind of holding on to the arm that was trying to choke me. Can I
Sure.
use the momentum to pull their arm down and pull them towards me and punch them in the face?
Absolutely.
Okay. See which dice. Is that an our combat again?
Yes.
No.
Oh,
That was a 90.
that was
Damn.
such a sad no.
I
So
am
you-
also rolling like absolute ass today.
So you swing and you miss, and I'm going to give the guy who's on the ground an attempt to try to get up. Jesus, that's the third 98 of the night. Now we will go back to Janine,
Mhm.
Clem. You want to shoot the guy?
Just going for the kneecap.
Oh, okay.
So, and I'm hoping that the loud shot will kind of stop everyone from their actions. 15.
All right. So let me see.
Now I said
Well, you're pretty much like at point blank range, so I'm going to say you hit him. Roll me a d6.
6.
All right. Wow. His kneecap gets blown up and he crumples to the ground.
I immediately reach over and take his gun
Okay, you grab his gun. The other
and
guy
just kind of put it in my pants.
he's screaming, there's blood all over the floor, and the guy who was down starts to get up really quick.
Now, do you want to be
Shit,
next?
Clem.
The guy who's trying to punch you runs out of the building. Okay, so Gilmore, you're no longer being held. The guy just books it.
Listen, I've had enough of these fucks showing up and then running off and then turning into ass. Shut up! As I turn and look at the guy on the ground, I'm like, I have had it. Do you think we found what we need here? And I turn to look at the curator.
Okay, just so you know, you've got one guy on the ground who's screaming, another guy who's not getting up but is like trying to figure out what he's doing, and the curator is behind the desk, probably not wanting to stand up. And
Gilmore, go check on that guy. And I like try and tie off this guy's bleeding leg to make a kind of a tourniquet.
I'm gonna walk over and lean over the desk. First time being threatened?
yeah, first
You
time
can
being
tell.
shot at.
You can tell that too. Get up.
Okay, is everything okay? What the hell?
Well, we're all breathing, aren't we? I think that's about as okay as it gets right now. Clem,
Yeah,
are we tying the one that you didn't shoot in the kneecap up? What do
We should call the cops, right? I mean,
No.
give it a minute on that. And I, yeah, as I'm like finishing bandaging up this guy's knee as best as I can to like stem the flow of blood. Now, are you gonna shut up or am I gonna knock you out? And I hand him like a belt to bite on.
oh, this is good.
All right, what the hell are you doing here? And I turn to the guy who hasn't been shot.
And he's just kind of and this is the main guy that turned into Frost the last time.
I should have put you in the river when I had the chance.
Yeah, maybe.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to capture you. Obviously, it's not going well.
Who sent you? I said, and I cocked the gun.
He goes, if you kill me, I will just become part of the Lord and be one with him.
I turn and point the gun at his fellow cult member's other knee.
Oh, wait. And takes the mouth. No, I'm not as dedicated. Shut up. We work for Volkov. I said shut up. That's
Yeah.
Volkov.
And who is and who is that?
He's the leader. He's the one that is after all this. Shut up, you idiot.
And where do I find him? I will cut your tongue out.
Can I punch
We're
the other
having
guy?
a civilized conversation.
Wow, this is turning into Reservoir Dogs real quick. All right.
Listen,
Caught in the middle again. Gilmore, if you want to punch the guy talking, you can.
Okay.
And you don't have to roll.
you mean the one who's interrupting?
Yeah,
Yes, that's the word.
you don't have to roll. So
Okay.
you just go over and cold cock. Whack.
Yep.
All right.
They said shut up.
Do you hit hard enough to knock him out? Oh, wait. Strength is your dump stat.
Yeah, no, so it probably doesn't even hurt very much.
But the intent was there, god damn it. So you punch this guy, and the guy who you shot is like, look, you gotta protect me if I tell you anything. Shut the fuck up, man.
No one's gonna know, especially if this one doesn't stop talking. It'll just be you.
Okay, well, look, he's already got 3 items. He's only needs to get 2 more. I don't understand it all, but he wants to do something to the United States. It's he's a fanatical for the regime of Russia right now. And look, I don't know all the details to the plan. I just know that if we help him, he's going to allow us to learn more power, more secrets that he knows.
Well, let me tell you one thing right now. Those in power will never give up power willingly to anyone. So you're stupid for being a follower. Also, what are the other 2 items that he needs?
I don't know, to be honest. I just know we have 3 of the items.
What are the ones that you have?
He stole some book from St. Louis. He stole some weird metal objects with writings on them. And he stole a horn from Hong Kong a few days ago. Remember in the news there was that huge explosion in Hong Kong? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you know where he's going next? If not the item itself.
I don't.
And I turn and look at the other guy. And what about you?
You can go fuck off. That's what about me.
You could shoot him in the kneecap too. He seemed to have pretty good aim.
I think I'll just take his ear instead.
You can take whatever you want. And you, traitor, we will eat your entrails.
There is no we. And I shoot him in the knee.
He screams. At this point,
Just taking out kneecap tonight.
you hear, "Hello, police. I need somebody to come out to the museum right now. I've got some crazy people here with a lot of guns. And yeah, I know there's been shots fired. We need help. We need help.
I go,
We gotta go.
Rip the
They're
cord out of the...
Americans. Clicky.
Yeah.
What
Well-
part of hold off on that did you not understand?
You're shooting people in my museum. You
They
people
tried to
are-
shoot us first.
Sure, you have a mop and a bucket. And let's not forget the fact that I saved your life. Not very grateful of you. All right.
Just
and I
leave.
grab one of them by the scruff, the one that's been talking. Well, you're coming with me. And the other one, and you, Gilmore, grab him. And we're
I was
going to drag
wondering
them.
what that sentence was going to end with.
We drag them outside
Okay.
of this empty. It was pretty empty, right?
Yeah, it was relatively empty, yeah. So there's all this blood. You guys haven't really done much about it. You talked about a tourniquet, but I don't think it actually happened in that little time. So there's like this trail of blood that goes out, and you throw them into your rental car.
Mm-mm.
What? No? Okay. What are you doing?
I take him out back and break his neck.
Oh, you're gonna kill the one guy that was that turned
Being
to
a
Frost.
dick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's hardcore.
This is called a violence situation. Give me a resolve check as you break the neck.
I have, I already have that one.
You definitely need to mark, and so do you, Gilmore. You need to. You're watching unless you stop them.
That's a 29. I'm fine.
You're fine. Okay.
14.
All right, you two are perfectly fine with the violence aspect of this.
They tried to kill us first. It's fine.
So you break.
I'm kind of in like, this is not, obviously not normal Clem. But
Yeah.
there was shooting, there was like triggered.
Yeah, that's a good.
He
way
is
to put
very
it.
triggered and is in like, it's go time.
Okay, cool. So you break his neck, and he slumps to the ground, and this time does not burst into frost. And the guy
Of
that
course,
you're,
he wouldn't do it when it's actually useful.
the other guy you're taking with you, passes out. Number one, from fear, and also from blood loss. What do you want to do?
This one, I throw like a blanket or something down in the back, like maybe my jacket, and try and make sure that he's not going to bleed in the rental car. And
I
then
mean, at least on the upholstery, because he's going to bleed in the rental
Yeah.
car.
on the upholstery.
That's going to
And-
happen.
I assume that we would have a first aid kit carrying a first aid kit with us in the trunk or
What-
somewhere.
What are we doing with this dude? We can't take him back to America. What
I
are
know
we
that.
doing?
You can't
Well-
even get on a flight back to Sydney with him.
Yeah, what are we doing?
He's also going to go the way of the dodo, but we need more information out of him first.
Do you say that in
All right.
front of him? Oh, yeah, he's knocked out.
He's passed
Okay.
out.
wasn't.
And
Holy shit!
I tell Gilmer to start driving towards the airport.
I get to drive? Awesome. Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to revive this man in the back with smelling salts. And after doing a bit more to like curb the bleeding.
Okay, do you want to make me a first aid roll?
Yeah, let's do that. 69.
What's your first aid?
50.
Oh, yeah, the bleeding, it's pretty bad. You're having trouble. It's not working as well as you want. All right, so you're in the car, you're driving around, you're trying to figure out what you're going to do. Let us jump back over to Nielsen and Marsh. Yeah, what do you two want to do at this point?
Well, I think it's important to put some distance between Nielsen and the tablet.
Okay.
But I just
So,
want to look at it for a minute. I have pictures. I can use those.
you can look at the pictures later, hun, but we need to have a talk and we need to get you a little bit away from it first.
Yeah. All right. I think this is one of those times when I got to just listen.
All right. So you make it back to your hotel, I'm guessing.
And I say, okay, look, a long time ago, I was a lot like you. I didn't believe anything unless I could prove it. What I saw was what was true. But, if I saw something that was a little too weird, I'd rationalize it. I'd try and find the scientific explanation. And then I had something that absolutely changed my perception of everything. I saw a creature, we were on a case, and I saw something that there's no way it should have been able to exist. There's no way it should have been on this earth, let alone able to move the way it did. It traveled between worlds. I don't even know how else to explain it, but it shook me to the core. It took my partner, and I decided to retire. And I started doing research. And what you see as a conspiracy theory nut, I see as somebody who the veil has been lifted. And I know there's way more out there than science can explain. I think you have had some such experience right now. And however you come to terms with it, that is up to you. But you don't have to go full conspiracy theorist living in a cabin in the woods like me. But you do have to allow your mind to open up to the fact that there is more on this earth and away from this earth than you know.
Yeah, but like you're talking about taking the guardrails off, Marsh. And when there's no guardrails, I mean, what else is there?
Well, how about we just lower the guardrails a notch? Kind of like when you're on a bike with training wheels, and as you're getting used to it, you raise the training wheels just like a half inch at a time. Let's raise them up that half inch.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And you can see her trying to kind of like compartmentalize and process everything. I think the amount of experiences she's had in like the last like 3 days, 4 days is just, it's not like a small tear. It's like a fucking,
Right.
like it's blown wide open. And she's trying to kind of just like buckle down. I think there's a moment where she kind of recognizes that Rosetta, her mentor, would have like long silences and long periods of time just kind of spent thinking about things and kind of like just sort of away mentally but physically there. And she starts to kind of try to like shift her understanding of reality. This is still our job.
Yes, it is. But there's a lot more to our job than I think you realize.
Yeah, but like it's still our job.
Yeah.
So I've still got to be professional. And so how do we fix this? We gotta find a solution. Do we tell Riggs? Like, what do we?
I think we should. And as I'm talking to her, I'm changing out the batteries on the thermometer
Mhm.
just to make sure. I said, let me check your temperature one more time. Just, and I run it across her forehead.
She's they're back to normal.
All right, good. I'll just chalk that up to bad battery. Anyway, because she doesn't know why. Your temperature's normal now, which is nice. Okay. I think telling Riggs is a good idea and something that'll make you very happy. We do still have to follow procedure because procedure keeps you safe.
Yes.
And I know you love procedure. I know you do.
Can we go outside? The second we get outside, you see her rummaging through her pockets, and she like looks in like the little satchel that they carry, and you see them pull out like this just absolutely mangled pack of cigarettes. Just like it looks like it's 1,000 years old. There's no plastic wrapper on it or anything. Like it's all crushed looking. Like the cigarette she pulls out is all like jiggity looking and fucked up. She's just trying to like squish it back into place, and she's like her hands kind of shaking as they like try to light their cigarette, and it takes like way too long. And when they get like a third of the way through, They look like really comfortable smoking cigarettes. You can tell that it's probably a very secret habit that they have. They kind of straighten up. She kind of like adjusts herself, takes one long last drag, puts it out, blows it out, and kind of like you kind of see that bit of herself come back. And she's like, all right, let's call Riggs. Procedure first, and then let's touch base with the team.
That's my Nielsen.
All right. And I call Riggs right away.
Hello?
Hi. It's Nielsen.
And Marsh.
Oh, how's it going out there?
Well, we checked out that weird plate, that metal thing. Gilmore and Agent Clem are out in the field as well. We haven't heard from them in a minute, but we're going to check up after we talk to you. I had an experience.
And you explained to him what you went through?
I'm not trying to sound, like I'm telling tales. This wasn't, expected.
I believe that. I believe what you're saying. It's if that particular piece of metal has some kind of radiation or something like that, it can definitely cause effects. There's a reason probably why they keep those things under wraps. We should probably get it out of that museum and put away someplace.
She takes like a really long pause when he says that and starts thinking about looking at the metal thing. Like wanders off for just half a second and then is like,
Sir,
yes.
if I could make a suggestion, have a cleanup team come and pick up the item.
Oh, yes. I'm not going to have you all go back towards it. That would be... You say it has a pull on you.
Be professional. Yes, it is mostly what I can think about other than work, but technically it's my job to think about it. So I should be able to look at pictures and further, analyze this because it's work.
I look at her and I shake my head like, no.
Riggs says to you, Marsh, can she still do her job?
She can still do her job, but I do suggest she come nowhere near the pictures either. I think this is a cold turkey situation, sir.
We tried that with Gilmore once.
Well,
Hopefully
it's not
it'll go
like
better.
these tablets are easy to come by on almost any street corner, sir.
True. It took us 3 years to get her off whippets. All right. Well, meet up with your team. Decide what your next move is. There's been an incident in Hong Kong, as you know. And there's also, you've mentioned Seattle or Washington. So there's a couple of leads that you can take that will get you far away from there. I'll send a cleanup crew to go over and get the items. And Nielsen, you did a good job. Just keep checking in with your partners. They'll help you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, meanwhile, you guys are in a rental car, going probably relatively fast because Gilmore's driving the car. In a Pulp Fiction-like situation, you've got a guy bleeding all over the back who is trying really hard not to pass out. He is an incredible color of see-through at this point because all the blood is rushed from his face, and he's like, I don't want to die. I joined a cult. I just wanted to hang out with some people, and we started out. It's just like all we did was go bowling a few times, and suddenly we're trying
Listen.
Good.
I need information out of
I
you,
don't
and
even
we'll
like
drop you
bratwurst.
off
What?
at the hospital. Okay?
You're not gonna kill me like the other guy?
Well, not if you cooperate.
I haven't.
Now,
Don't break my neck.
do you know where they are going next? Think. Hey, stay with me.
Let me see if I can roll to see if I remember where they're going next. Jesus. All right. So like all I know is they said something about 2 more items. They needed a statue of Pazuzu and
Hey. Pass me that Gatorade from the glove compartment.
Sorry,
Here.
muted. I throw it back.
Drink some of this. Stay with me. Hey.
he's not responding.
All right, statue of Pazuzu. I Google where the nearest hospital is.
There's a little hospital about 5 miles from where you're at.
All right. All right, Gilmore, this is where we're going. We're going to slow down to 10 and we're going to push him out.
Oh, okay. All right. Do I have to? His knee's already broken. Do I really need to slow down that much?
Yeah, I want him to At least pretend we're trying to help him survive. Maybe 15.
Okay. All right. Good compromise.
I want you to make a drive roll as you're trying to open the door, and Janine's
Oh,
and
I'll
Clem
open
is
the door.
Clem is opening the door and throwing out while you're trying to get to the front of the hospital to throw him out. This just feels like a maneuver to me.
Can I make a dex? Should I make a dex for this as well?
Yes, you should.
That was a 91.
Chaos reigns.
Water buddy.
All right. 70 under 85.
Okay, so you push him out, but Gilmore does such a bad job that those huge cement columns that they usually have in the front. As she's swinging by, you open the door and you throw him out, and he slams directly headfirst into one of those. Okay? And you just see his head just pop, and he falls to the ground, and there's just blood all over the place. And he's just, wiggling a bit as you're driving away. Yeah.
All right. And well, shit.
And that's when your phone rings from the other two.
Gilmore, take this and give me your phone. Put it on speaker.
Okay.
Can I get a drive roll, please?
Oh,
Nah.
You're asking too much of Gilmore.
You can't text and drive, Jesus.
52.
How much? 52?
52.
What do you have?
20.
Oh,
Wait,
no.
I didn't know your drive was so low.
Why do you think she giggled when you said you drive? So you slam into a car that's parked. The airbags deploy. For those of you who don't know, airbags are used, gunpowder is used in airbags, so they come at you really fast. It's dangerous. So the phone's ringing, and you're sitting there, and you realize that though this is a small town and there's not a lot of people out on the street, you need to get the fuck out of there. What do you two want to do?
Well, I'm assuming that we rented this car under false identity.
Yes.
Anyway, so Gilmore, are you okay?
Well, that's subjective, but I don't think anything's broken. This is
Alright.
why you don't let me drive.
I had no idea you were so shit at it. Grab your phone. Come on, get your bags. Or will the car turn over?
Oh, no. The airbags have gone out. It's not moving.
What about the one in front of us?
I mean, if you want to try to steal that one, you can.
I think so. I'm a mechanic.
Okay.
Hey, me too.
Nice.
I can't actually drive a vehicle, but I could probably hotwire it.
All right. So I will let you use mechanic to hotwire this car. And, okay, give me a luck roll. It's a 50-50 roll. So if you get 51 or above, that's bad.
I was going to say, don't tell me. 48.
So you got a 48. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it is.
You should randomize it, whether it's higher or lower, though. That's always
I should, yeah.
always fun.
You the car is decent. But you did damage it pretty good. So but it'll run. It's not like a Rabbit, a Volkswagen Rabbit or something. So you get in, make a who's going to try to wire it?
I'm not terrible, but I'm not great. So what are you thinking, Clem?
Go for it. I want to see something.
Oh God, I have both electrician and mechanic.
Let's go
Same.
with electrician. To me, that makes the most sense.
That's a 48
Over.
over 30.
Okay, so you're working on it. It's just not starting. You're hearing the sounds of sirens off in the distance, and the phone is still ringing. Meanwhile, Marsh and Nielsen, you're calling, but no one's picking up.
May I give it a shot? Big money, no whammies. Oh, whammy. 97.
Oh, this car's
Oh,
not
that's a big
moving.
whammy.
Yeah, this car's not moving, so you're gonna have
We're
to go on
fucked.
foot.
I pick up the phone
Uh-huh.
as I'm like hauling my bag over my shoulder and just start booking it towards the nearest, like, is there a tree line?
There's
Or-
a tree line and some buildings if you want to go into an alleyway.
Yeah. I think we're gonna navigate through the alleyways.
Okay. So you start to run on foot away from the car.
Mm-hmm.
And you're answering the phone?
Yes.
Okay, so you finally answer the phone.
Hey, we're on our way to the airport, but we got a few dead bodies over here. I kind of, I did what needed to be done. They attacked us at the museum. It was that guy from St. Louis, the Iceman.
And you can
Jesus,
tell
are you okay?
that Clem is running.
And I look over at Marsh like, do we meet them?
Well, what I need you to do while we're heading, we're gonna find our way to the airport as fast as we can, and start digging. I need you to find the last known location of the statue of Pazuzu, and I relay the information about Volkov. They're trying to put together some kind of attack on the United States, and I'm a little wheezy at this point. They need 2 more items, and one of them is the statue of Pazuzu. We got to get there before they get there.
And in the background, you can hear the sounds of sirens in the background, Nielsen and Marsh.
Yeah, you guys just focus on getting safe. We'll do that recon. We'll look. Marsh, something to take our minds off this bullshit.
We'll do the footwork on Pazuzu. Why don't you all send Riggs your location data, so maybe if you need an extraction, he can get one set up.
I immediately ping my location to him.
Are they on
say-
speakerphone?
They are.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he would just leave us here. We're not you. We're not.
You're still part of the team.
It's just true. Don't feel that way. It's you've already improved so much.
I've already pinged him with a with the tag SOS.
SOS, please come and save us.
We're gonna
Save
go.
me, Rihanna!
We're gonna look up Pazuzu. We're on it. Don't worry. We are professional and
Keep
we're
us
keeping
updated.
it together. So we're researching things and doing our
fuck.
jobs
All right.
the way that you do.
I let us know as soon as you know exactly where we're going, and I hang up.
Okay.
Did they sound weird to you?
Yeah, but we've got other problems. How far is the sirens sound from us?
They're actually very close. I need stealth rolls for you both to hide.
While they're rolling, I look at Nielsen and I say, they're only going to extract them because they don't want any loose ends.
They don't need to know that though.
I know. I'm trying to build
It's
them up.
important.
So
the way I was
two
before,
of you get a phone
I should
call.
turn over a new leaf.
Because you sent an SOS text to Riggs, right?
Yeah.
So you get a phone call, Marsh.
Hello?
Did you send Gilmore and Clem by themselves somewhere? Did you seriously send them somewhere else without any supervision?
Well, we felt that they had come a long way and that this was just going to be an information gathering part of the mission. We had no idea they would encounter resistance.
What's all I got was SOS, and they didn't even spell that right.
They need an extraction, sir.
What did they do? Do you have any details for me?
I know there were a couple of Russians killed, but they got some good information.
They killed.
It was self-defense, sir. I'm sorry, I'm eavesdropping.
It was self-defense.
They did what they had to do, professionally.
Jesus Christ. I thought I didn't have to make it abundantly clear that Gilmore and Clem should not be. Look, they're good agents for what they do, but they need guidance.
It was only supposed to be fact-fighting, sir. That's literally, they were supposed to go talk to a couple people and leave. We don't know all the details. We just know some frozen Russians showed up.
Here's a sentence. All right. I will get them out of whatever jam they are in. You all need to get back together in Sydney and then get the hell out of Australia before any more problems pop up, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Did I just say love you?
It's okay. It happens to me all the time.
Okay.
across the ocean. Riggs is looking at his phone like, what the fuck? Then he makes a phone call to the Tasmanian authorities, who have just apprehended 2 people who were seen.
My stealth roll was a 22.
Oh, I thought you failed yours. Was it
No,
Gilmore?
I failed the hot roll. Well, you never asked us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You never asked us. I
I
passed
honestly
too, but
thought
just
you
barely.
both failed. So you guys made your rolls. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So retcon all that. All right. So you are going down a alleyway and you duck behind some crates and then slip into a building, and you hear the cops go by, and you get a text back from Riggs, and it just says, "Status, what is wrong?"
I sent a text. The same Russian that attacked us in St. Louis was here, trying to take us to, well, his leader. And I'm kind of like whispering this out loud to Gilmore to see if she
Wants
this
to
is
add
making
something
sense.
or whatever.
Actually, I'm just leaving a voice memo. Sending a
Are
voice memo.
you caught?
No. And I ping my location again.
Sending extraction team. Stay put.
I turn to Gilmore.
Well,
Well, here we sit.
is it? I didn't. He sent that in text messages, right? So I don't know what it said.
Oh, I'm like, I assume that I was like having you read over my shoulder as I'm
Oh.
texting these things.
Oh, okay. I'm actually genuinely shocked he's sending someone for us. I would have left us here. I would have left me here.
We're liability.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know how I'm gonna talk my way out of this one. I mean, I panicked. Well, actually, they weren't trying to kill us.
Oh well, no, but they were probably gonna take us back and turn us into whatever one of those ice people were. I don't want to be an ice person. I fucking hate the cold.
Yeah. And this is like the first time that Clem has had an opportunity to like actually stop and think instead of, I mean, he's not a smart man. Actually, that's a lie. Yes, he is. He just
He's
plays
not a
the dummy.
wise man.
He's not a wise man. So like the thinking just kind of went into overdrive and was like, do this, 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 and this, and if you succeed, you will be fine.
Right.
And with the missteps, kind
Not
of
so
like
much.
a crapshoot.
All right. So you all are hanging out there waiting for the extraction team. It is going to take a while.
I'm playing Snake on the phone.
It's going to take a while. And in the meantime, you're texting, all 4 of you, I'm going to say, are kind of texting back and forth. And why don't you all talk about what the next step is you want to do while you're waiting for Bill and Ted here to be extracted from Tasmania?
I think I want to go try to find more information on this Pazuzu. Like, that's a solid lead, and I'm hoping it's gonna shake me of my thrall that I'm under.
Can
God
you
forbid
both,
you just fall into another one.
are you going to
Probably.
do the same thing, Marsh? Are you going to work together, or?
Yeah, I figured I could use my occult knowledge and yeah.
I'm going to say that you have enough time, and Pazuzu's relatively famous demon that showed up in a lot of different, he was in The Omen. And
No, The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. Was he in The Exorcist? I thought he was
Yeah.
in Omen.
No,
Exorcist.
Exorcist too.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric
All
Boogaloo.
right. Sorry.
We've been married too long.
Y'all married or what?
I saw that movie I don't know, at least 12 times when I was young. Anyway, I loved it. All right. So Pazuzu is a relatively well-known, he was a Mesopotamian god first. Then he was demoted to devil or demon by the church when Catholicism came into, being. He's the god of wind and air, dangerous winds and destructive air. And that kind of connects to the other stuff that's been going on, back to the storms and everything that you've kind of been encountering. There is lots of statues, but the one that you're thinking this might be, because he did mention the British Museum, is that there is one in the British Museum that is on display, and it's this huge onyx looking portrait of or carving of Pazuzu. It's a creature with big wings and talons for feet and kind of a bird-like, human-like head. So you're not sure if they're, number one, if they're trying to connect with the OG Mesopotamian version of this, or if they're just using the statue for some other occult reason. You'd have to look at the statue to see if there was some kind of writing on it or whatever. So as you're studying all this, Nielsen, you've got a big file full of just information, and you're flipping through, and in the very back is a picture of the tablets. And I want you to make a resolve check to try to avoid looking.
7.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right. You are hardcore.
I'm like,
So-
you know what? I remember reading about Pazuzu a long time ago. I also happen to sort of know ancient Sumerian. So I'm going to go up to this fucking statue and I'm going to start trying to read what's on there and behave myself.
I'm going to try to figure out what's on.
Yep.
Cuneiform. Yay. It tells you that that 5 people got 10 pounds of rice on this particular day. Because that's what they fucking wrote down about. Anyway, so just a quick question, because I think we're at a good place to stop, but I want to kind of set up where we're going to begin next time. So next week, where are we going to start from? We're going to say that the extraction went well, and they are going to pull you out of Sydney because it's too hot at this point. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Washington, where the lead was for the art dealer? Do you want to go check out the devastation in Hong Kong? Do you want to go to the British Museum? Which one
So
of
the
those
statue
three
of
things?
Pazuzu is at the British Museum.
It is, yes. You can only see pictures of it, and the pictures aren't detailed enough to see if there's some kind of message on there like red rum or your mama. I don't know.
I would say, I mean, my vote would be for the British Museum because I think we need to secure that statue.
We need to beat them there. I agree.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Candace, Chrissy, what do you think?
I'm sticking with Marsh because I'm not
Needing
quite
babysitting.
prepared. Yeah.
Mhm.
I was happy with either that or Hong Kong. I didn't know if we wanted to keep the party split or if we wanted to
No.
bring the
I've
goofballs
had
back
enough.
in.
We've
He's
learned
like,
our
I've been on
lesson.
the road too long.
The thing is, he's not an idiot. You've seen his ex-wife.
He's chaotic.
He's just a
He's chaotic.
an
and he
agent of
lets people
chaos.
Tell him what to do.
And so is
sometimes.
Gilmore. Both of you are chaotic people, and you need to be... The chaos works, but it can't be the only thing. There has to be something balancing it out, because otherwise it's craziness, as we saw. All
Let
right.
chaos reign.
So thank you, everybody, for watching. We appreciate it. I apologize for all of the technical things. I will fix those by next week, and we will see what's going to happen with, we're going to start the game with you all landing in, England to go to the British Museum. Let's find out where all of these wonderful people are. Let's start with Chrissy.
Hi, I'm Chrissy. Wait, am I still muted? No.
Nope.
Okay. I'm Chrissy. I am Chrissy in color on most spaces in the internet. And honestly, besides this, most of the rest of my year's doing holiday stuff, so I don't have anything immediate to announce, except every Tuesday there's the release of the Etherlog. However, I think we might actually be taking a couple weeks off for releasing those too around the holidays. So just follow me on Twitter, and there'll be some interesting stuff for January and February coming up.
Awesome. Yeah, everybody's starting to wind down as we're getting close to Christmageddon. Okay, Janine.
Hello, I'm Janine, also known as Blips and Shits on the internet, which I have mostly been taking a little bit of a break from. So kind of in the same boat. The holidays always wear me out. So I will be here on Mondays. I do have some pretty exciting stuff coming up in January that I'm uncertain where it will be. So that'll happen. And I've got a couple of UTT, like everything's happening next year. Follow me on Twitter. I will start posting again when I'm done ignoring the fact that the internet exists.
Yeah.
Blips and shits.
Candace.
Hi everyone. You can find me at that Candace girl on Twitter, at Magnificent One on Hive, kind of, and at Candace Magnificent pretty much everywhere else. I'm going to be doing quite a bit of streaming, or at least that's what I'm telling myself, in the next 2 to 3 weeks of all different kinds of of all different kinds of content. I have some Lego sets I want to put together. I'm going to be doing some holiday caroling. I've got some Hanukkah jams and Christmas jams, if that's your thing. I also will be in some programs. I will be here every Monday. I'm also going to be in the upcoming, not sure when it's coming out, Bookhound Bounty Hunters. Okay, so
that's a little ways.
February.
Yeah.
But you can find me Wednesday on Ladies of D&D for Brindlewood Bay. On Thursday over at K Damn Fears channel for the Christmas Cookie Caper. I'll be in Mothman on Saturday. And then at the end of the month, I've got a Kids on Bikes Snowball holiday special on Crossroads Games.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm a little bit all over the place. There's some more stuff that I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be doing, but it hasn't been confirmed yet, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, come hang out with me. I should also have some new ice cream reviews up on YouTube, which is Candace Magnificent as well. So I'd love to see you.
Michelle.
Hey, I'm Michelle. You can find me on Twitter and Hive at Michulu. That's Michulhu. You can find my music and Wes's amazing sound effects if you subscribe to the Plate Mail Games catalog through Battle Bards.
And I am Choky McChokinson. I am Wes Otis. You can find me at Plate Mail Games everywhere. I am unfortunately back on Facebook. We have 12 Side Stories is also on Facebook as well now. So you can find us there for one of our groups. Definitely check us out on Discord. You can find all of our links on our website or below. And we have a lot of stuff going on. And as long as Twitter's up, we're at 12 Sided Stories there as well. The number 12 and then Sided Stories. We will be back next week to find out what secrets Pazuzu holds for the group. And we will see all of the stuff. And hopefully by then I will have ironed out all of the issues with OBS, now that I know there's issues. Thank you for watching, and we will talk to you very soon. Bye, everybody.